I still can't believe it. I still cannot believe the Boston Celtics won the NBA Finals last night. They are your 2024 NBA champions. If you guys can't believe it with me, go on ahead and spam 18 in the comment section because Banner 18 is finally heading to Boston. And if you guys are wondering how Tyler Smith, producer Smitty, walked into the Chat Sports office this morning, go on ahead, click the link that's at the bottom of our first paragraph, and you guys are going to be able to see how Tyler Smith adhered to all the Mavericks fans in the Chat Sports office after the Celtics won the NBA Finals. Now, the rumors and the news will start up again in the Celtics offseason. We're going to start this one off here with Al Horford because right after they won the NBA Finals, I'm talking to Smitty and I'm like, I feel like he retires. I feel like he leaves. Why wouldn't you? 186 playoff games played without a title, and then he gets the title at 38 years old. It's got to be retirement, right? Well, maybe not. It looks like all arrows are pointing towards Al Horford returning for his 18th season in the NBA. Here's what Wyc Grousbeck, the governor of the Boston Celtics, had to say on the Greg Hill show about Al Horford returning to the Boston Celtics. He said, Al is coming back for next year. That's what I've been told. Age 38, which is unbelievable. Ironically, we won in 08 over Al's team. The Hawks took us to 7 in the first round. So Wyc really reiterating there that is what I have been told, that Al Horford will be coming back to play next season. And then he went on to reminisce on Al Horford's tenure in the NBA as well. But Horford actually commented on being 38, being still pretty healthy, and talked about the support of his family, that if he were to come back, it looks like he's got the support right there where he needs. Al Horford talked about coming back for his 18th season in the NBA, and he said, for me, I've never really put a time frame on it. I want to make sure that I feel healthy, that I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and for me, thankfully, I have my wife's support and my family's, and that's a huge deal to me. I mean, you see Tito at all the games here with Al Horford. You see Ian Horford, one of his oldest sons that's with him at every single game. One picture that got me last night was seeing Ian Horford cry for his father because you knew he was just so excited to witness that and what his dad had accomplished. Jay King also put out this quote from Al Horford after they won the NBA Finals saying, I'm just so grateful. It's been a lot of years, and I don't think it's sunk in yet. And he said it doesn't feel like it's over. I don't blame him. These guys probably think that instead of getting on a flight to Miami, they should be going back to the Auerbach Center and practicing because that's what they've been doing for the last year. But no, the team is now going to celebrate in Miami for the next couple of days because they deserve it. Horford being one of those players that deserves it the most, but it looks like Horford isn't done just yet. And here is his last few years on the contract that we do have. He was paid $10 million in the 2023-24 season, which was this past year. And he does have one more year on that 2-year extension, which Brad Stevens did give him, and that's about $9.5 million, which he will make next season. So Smitty and I are talking, and we're like, maybe he just sticks it out through the end of this contract because he will be pushing 39, 40s by the time this contract's over. But Horford said if he feels good, why stop? Let me tell you guys, the long-awaited ring for Horford has finally come. And this is just such an accomplishment, man. He played in 186 playoff games without an NBA title. Not to mention, he was brought back to the Boston Celtics after a couple of stops there in the NBA, and that was Brad Stevens' first move as a president of this organization. And let me tell you, I think it was the most important move he could have made to be sure that Banner 18 was won this year. And then just a little bit of even more to celebrate here. He was the first Dominican-born player to win an NBA championship. You saw himself, Tito, Ian, his family. They were waving Dominican flags after they won, and he's just taking pride of where he was born, where he comes from, and now he gets to celebrate with his family to be able to accomplish that and accomplish Banner 18. Another quote did come out here that I really like, just talking about how long Al Horford has been playing this ballgame and how spectacularly he's been playing this ballgame. And that's the fact that the longest active streak of playoff games without a championship will end. James Harden is now the active record holder with 166. I think Karl Malone has the highest record there. I think it's like 193 games. So he was getting up there Al Horford was getting up there. It had to happen this year, and I'm so glad Al Horford won his first NBA championship. If you guys are too, spam 42 in the comments. I want to see multiple comments underneath this video saying 42, 42, 42. He deserves all of the love in the world, and it's good to hear he may possibly be back for another one. All right, let me tell you real quick how you guys can get your hands on the latest NBA Finals merch. Go right now to chatsports.com/NBA champs. Because the Boston Celtics are partying in Miami for the next 3 days, the parade will be on Friday, which means you guys can get free shipping on this shirt right now if you want to go rock it on Friday at the Boston Celtics parade on the Duck Boats. Go to chatsports.com/NBA champs. Get your hands on this shirt. Smitty's getting one. I'm getting one. They've got hats, sweatpants, shorts, everything you guys need, but this link's going to take you where you guys need to go. 2024 championship gear is now live on Fanatics. Chatsports.com/NBA champs. Get you one, because this shirt is very hot. All right, let's talk about why Horford was so important to this team and why he still is important moving forward, because, hey, while they just won Banner 18, guess what? Now it's on to win Banner 19 after they get back from Miami, of course. And Horford being 38 years old, I cannot express how important his role was stepping in when Kristaps Porzingis went down, and he played phenomenally for a 38-year-old father of 5 in the NBA Finals in his 17th year. He averaged 9.2 points per game. He averaged 7 boards per game as well, just a couple away there from really provoking a double-double from happening in 19 games played. 48% from the field and 37% from downtown. I mean, Al Horford went lights out. Not to mention, these teams kept leaving Al Horford open for 3, and he kept showing them he still can put it down. I think Horford was the best sixth man the Boston Celtics could have had this season. We know that when Kristaps Porzingis needed to rest and did not play in the regular season, Horford would play, and vice versa. It was the best duo you could have possibly had, and the 38-year-old averaged 30.3 minutes per game in the postseason throughout the entire playoffs. That's a lot of minutes for a 38-year-old. Not to mention, he also averaged almost 27 minutes per game in the regular season, so he says he's feeling healthy, and that right there shows me he's feeling healthy. Everybody was so happy that Al Horford won this championship. Let's talk about Jrue Holiday, his recently new teammate this year, saying, knowing the type of person that Al is, knowing the leader that he is, even off the court, the father that he is, just an all-around great person and great human. I'd run through a brick wall for him. I'm so happy that he got one. I would run through a brick wall for him, Jrue Holiday, and I've never met the man. He is what you want in the locker room. He's what you want on the court, and he does not want to retire just yet is what we're hearing now, and that just goes to show you that this man, the Boston Celtics just don't deserve him. Nobody deserves this man. He is ungodly. Jaylen Brown even commenting on what Al Horford has meant to him, saying, Al Horford is a real-life legend and a hero. It's been great to be his teammate. He truly is. He is one of those players that when you come into the league, you're like, holy shit, I get to play with Al Horford. I mean, it's genuinely that type of status when it comes to the Boston Celtics. And you got to think, Horford has been with the Jays from the beginning. Horford was their mentor when Jaylen Brown had a high top and Jason Tatum had a buzz cut. This was 7 years ago. Horford has been with them every step of the way, and he commented on the great leaders that they have become. And I'm telling you what, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have the attributes and the accolades to be able to become those leaders on their own. But I do think working with Al Horford and being his teammate for the last 7 years definitely probably helped mentor these two young, great players as well to play in Boston and now be champions. So it looks like Al Horford possibly will be playing next year. That's what we're hearing from Wyc. That's what we're hearing from Al Horford. This is a developing story, so hopefully we'll be able to give you guys a really, for sure answer here in the near future. But here's what Wyc also had to say about moving forward here with the Boston Celtics. So we were part of this drought, and now he came to us talking about Al Horford coming in after they just couldn't win from 08 to now and saying he loves it here. He and his family absolutely love it here. He couldn't be happier. And so we're also happy to have him. Al Horford loves Boston. Boston loves Al Horford. Sometimes you don't have to make things difficult. It's sometimes just that easy. How many more years do you think Al Horford's going to play in the NBA? Smitty and I think probably until his contract is done, but I want to hear from you guys. Go ahead and comment it down below. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, show Al Horford some love. Spam 42 in the comment section.